Well, I've just come back from dropping my son off at uni. He reckons he's going to take tomorrow off. I mean, he had a house sit sleepover over this long weekend, and they had a poker night on Sunday, basically into Monday. Barely got 3 hours sleep. Comes home and I says, you know what, why don't you just go to bed now? You know, his eyes are all like red and bloodshot, and he's saying, no, I'll get out of my natural sleep cycle, sort of thing. And now he's got a sore throat. Went down the petrol station, whacked $10 in the car, as you do. Are there any packets of soothers in there? So I go in there and they had some sort of special deal, like 3 packets for $5. So I got blackcurrant and what was the other one? Eucalyptus and menthol. I thought he might not like those, but when I got the special deal, I thought, okay, I can cover all bases. So I got blackcurrant, the eucalyptus, menthol, the original one I was going to get just on its own for I think it was like $1.75 or something like that. But yeah, three for $5 is, you know, between $1.50 and $1.75, so it's slightly cheaper, I suppose. And he might need them over the next. He won't be going to trumpet lesson tomorrow, so I'm probably going to miss out on the last of the fly traps of the season. So yeah, anyway, so I'm thinking of shooting up. I may actually go up to Mount Bold and get some more jemmy or something and transfer them again to the Blue Spring, because it's very close. If I've got time. It's just gone 12. Haven't got my clock, of course, so you know, time's a wasting. Anyway, I just thought I'd say a formal thank you to Ross Graham for sending me this. Yeah, it seems like it's easier for other people to order books for me in Australia than from overseas than it is to actually try and buy. So, you know, I've had Christmas cards and things like that, and you go to use them and they've run out. You know, it's been so long since you've actually found something to actually that you want to buy using them that they've run out. You know, so you've lost $100 or $200 gone down the drain because, you know, at the time there's nothing really you want to buy, and then when something comes along, you think, you know, it's only been like 6 or 7 months, you know, and it's actually been about a year and a half or more since you got the card for a Christmas or a birthday or something. I mean, time flies when you're working on the fly trap, as I say. But anyway, I started reading this book and stopped sort of reading the Robertson Hustings thing, because I really only usually read one thing at a time. Sort of thing. That's the type of person. And I've already found a typo in this one. It was quite an interesting one. So, and I'm still waiting for the June CPN to turn up to see if there's going to be an apology in it. But somewhere in here in the back in the thing, they had a spelling mistake for. Oh, where is it? Somewhere in the back here. They have all the. Yeah, here we go. It was the cock. I was going looking for the Aza Grey thing because they'd done it was a modern, 2006 something. Well, it's fairly modern. We're 2014 now, aren't we? Oh, here was the Cocker one. The distribution of the Venus flytrap. Now, I haven't actually been able to track this one down, even though it was mentioned in the, even though they do actually have that journal of the Bar Smith. For some reason, I couldn't track it down. Whether the actual journal on the shelf wasn't there at the time I wanted to get it, I can't remember now. I say it's going back years now when I was doing all this sort of, hunting out the references from the Robertson Hustings paper. Anyway, they've got the Eliza Mitchell Scientific Society. I know, but I think mistakes do happen, and we do talk about mistakes. Like probably be talking about this mistake in the old stew and dumplings for years to come. Just like I'm talking about that mistake in CPN, we'll probably be talking about that for years to come as well. So maybe I should run them in tandem. I don't know. See if for the next printing of this thing they correct that one. I mean, if Stu can correct this in the second printing, surely CPN can correct that big clanger in CPN of getting the bloody state wrong in Australia. They obviously just don't know. How big Australia really is. They should look at that map when they put most of the bloody continental Europe in Australia, and you still have plenty of spare space left over. I mean, anyway, so Yeah, well, I think, as I said, the reason it happened is because they didn't follow the bloody peer review rules. You know, anyone who's mentioned in the article should get a copy of the article before publication, not after, when it's too late to change it. You know, I mean, God, now people have been reading this thing for what, nearly 5 years now. So even if they do a retraction and an apology, you know, people have had in their minds this thing for 5 years, and what happens if it gets transferred over to magnum opus? Then the general public are going to get the wrong idea as well. How am I supposed to change the minds of 6 billion people on the planet? You know, I'm sorry, very sorry. You 6 billion people out there, you've just got the wrong idea, the wrong notion. No, the grass in this slide is definitely a West Australian species. It all happened over in WA. During the second half of my childhood, so I think, you know, how am I supposed to do that if it does get misprinted in magnum opus? Now, who do I sue? Do I sue the pernicious man of the West, or do I sue the person who allowed it to happen? Do I sue them both? You know, do I sue CPN as well? You know, I mean, what am I supposed to do? You know, do I sue them all? You know, have they got anything to lose? You know. What sort of assets have they got to lose? You know, can they really recompensate? Is that a word? Are they capable of recompensating me? I don't think they're capable. I don't think they got the assets worthy of recompensation really for that. You know, making an error like that. But anyway, I'll slowly wend my way through this book, and I'll give you a little synopsis. I think over the next few months. But as I said, we're rapidly getting into the second week of June here. We're actually at the beginning of the second week of June. What are we today? We had the Queen's birthday long weekend yesterday, so that would have been the 9th, I think. Yeah, so we're on the 10th today. So actually we're basically moving into early into the second week of June. So all the witty guys should be, you know, round about getting to their best prime to be photographed just before the heavy rains come, sort of thing. But then again, we've had such a funny year. We thought it was going to start 6 weeks earlier than it was going to. And then it was like, you know, the hottest May on bloody record. And now we're sort of like 3 weeks sort of ahead, but not really. As I said, from the vegetation outside, which I'll talk to you later when we talk about the prey foliage, to, you know, when they're supposed to be at their peak, at their prime. Yeah, as I said, they weren't the best when I went out there. Not this year by the looks of it, but anyway, I might do some nighttime photography this year. I might not. I mean, I'm in two minds now. By the time I go out to do the photography, we may have actually had the heavy rains, and there's no point then because all the dew's been washed off. You know, it never looks the same afterwards. But well, at least this book's got some decent maps in it. You know, there was a nice one somewhere near the front of the book I saw. Where was it? Somewhere near the front of the book. There was a nice decent map. Somewhere around here somewhere. Oh, where the heck is it? There was a nice decent map. It's probably in with all the other maps, isn't it? But yeah, there was a nice decent map somewhere in here. And by the way, I've almost got to half filling up my external hard drive. Where the heck is this lovely map that I saw? Anyway, maybe I'll find it on another go. But there was a lovely map in here. I mean, if magnum opus has got similar sort of mappage in it, well, I'll be very happy. But you know, yeah, because I was quite happy with the map in there. I thought, oh, okay, that's good enough. You know, if magnum opus has got a map like that, or fewer maps like that in this one, well, I'll be a lot happier than the original bloody publications anyway. So as I said, my external hard drive I bought only in, I think it was February. Was it February? Gee, what, February? March, April, May into June. Barely 3 months of use basically, and it's almost half full. So I'm probably only going to get another 3 months of clips on there. So what's it? June, July, August, September. We may not even quite get to the end of the season this year before my external hard drive is totally chockers with clips and other stuff. So you know, anyway, maybe we need the reserve cast here or something like that. I don't know. Anyway, I think that's enough gas banging, and I need to wipe my arse and get out of here and get up the road and get out to Mount Bold, I think. the time is always sting, and it's a lovely sunny day today. As I said, we've got basically 2 sunny days, and then it's going to be raining for the rest of the week, sort of thing. And it might be the heavy rain, I don't know. So, you know, if I'm going to photograph the Whitty Guys at night time, it's going to have to be either tonight or tomorrow night, and I don't think I'm going to feel like it tonight. But anyway, we'll see what happens tomorrow, depending on what happens today on the big walk down. Yeah, as I said, today I'm going to go down to, well, I might as well tell you when I'm out there. That would be better, wouldn't it? With some nice scenage in the background. Okay, over and out.